Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first of many specials here on ACL for the Queens of Wrestling web series. These web series matches will be qualifiers to see who will be representing ACL at Queens of Wrestling's tournament. For the next few weeks here on ACL, you will be getting a series of web matches where leading up to Queens of Wrestling up until August the 25th, where the final two who have the most points up until that point will qualify to represent ACL's 2 slots for Queens of Wrestling. The competitors in this round robin tournament include Shion and SONOZAKI, as you see in the ring, but they also represent her opponent, Rena here tonight. And later on tonight you will see Ruby Rose taking on Mami and Asuka, but you also have Asuka, the reigning Lioness champion, as a member of this round robin portion of the tournament as well. And ladies and gentlemen, right before she has her match against the Lioness champion herself at Danger Zone, she gets an opportunity to face off and qualify and start to qualify for the Queens of Wrestling tournament. Now the rules are plain and simple. For each pinfall victory you gain 4 points. For every submission victory you gain 5. So, and the person and the Lioness who has the most out of all, has the most points by the end of the round robin portion, the top 2 will qualify for Queens of Wrestling in a few months' time. And this, ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 lucky stars from the division, all trying to qualify for that. And tonight begins that long and winding road to Queens of Wrestling. It's the first ever time ACL has been represented at Queens of Wrestling, so we are going to be looking out for the most competitive, the best the Lioness division has to offer. And we're going to find it out in this round robin portion. These two are no strangers to contest between each other, but who will come out on top in this match tonight? The bell has rung, and Rena gained the first strike in, going right for it in the chain wrestling maneuvers, but right there by Shion just going at it with those headlocks and just going for the chain wrestling maneuvers. Rena gaining the upper hand, but Shion looks to be getting an advantage as well with that headlock now. Rena trying her best to weasel out of it, but Shion gains the advantage. And now getting her on the floor, and now punch right there by Shion. And that right there is going to be leaving the door wide open for Shion right there to start off this contest. And a short arm clothesline. Like I said to start off, these two are no strangers to competing against each other. Rena, after all, won her Lioness Championship back last season from Shion and SONOZAKI in their match at Turn of the Century. So these two know damn well what's it like being in the ring with one another. But the big question on everyone's mind is, who will win here tonight in what is seemingly their rematch here tonight? A rematch, a season in the making, one-on-one. Now, we have seen them in contests against each other on a recent episode of Prime. Matter of fact, it was the most recent episode of Prime where these two faced off, but it was in tag team action. Shion had her sister Mia on her side, and Rena had her opponent at Danger Zone, Asuka, on her side. And of course, Rena won that contest, but this is the first true match that these two women have had ever since their encounter at Turn of the Century last season. So it is going to be quite interesting to see who will come out on top in this match. But Rena is in deep trouble right now as she is trying to gain back the advantage in this match thus far. Shion has been taking her for a ride so far in this contest, so Rena is just trying her best to make sure that Shion doesn't get out on top once again, sending her over to that turnbuckle, riding up, and here we go, twist! And that Dragon Rana, I believe, right there by Rena, that corkscrew drop right there by Rena onto Shion. Sorry, it was kind of hard to tell what that was, but the high flag and dangerous. So, and a frog splash right there by Rena. And now taking the time to taunt a little bit and just get Shion all riled up, getting her up, but Shion reverses with a senton. And now shoving Rena back down. These two women know that there is no loss between each other. They're friends and all that, but when it comes to competitiveness between these two are going to be as vicious as they were in their encounter at Turn of the Century. And yes, these two just continue to go at it here, folks. And Rena getting at it with Shion, and the thrust and that shoulder block right there by Rena onto Shion right there. And now just calling up for Shion to get back into the ring. Shion is back in. Rena with the drop kick. And Rena wanting to get as much of an advantage as possible going into Danger Zone in a couple nights' time. She needs to gain a good momentum going into this, but Shion looks to be going for the backcracker. The punishment game right there by Shion SONOZAKI. And now Rena trying to regain momentum after taking that SONOZAKI. After taking that vicious maneuver away. Here we go. She's going to go for it. Here we go. Spike DDT right there by Rena Ryugu. That butterfly spike DDT right there by Rena Ryugu onto Shion SONOZAKI. And now she's going to go for it. This is how she won the Lioness title back in Turn of the Century. And now she's going to go for it again. Lioness Leap. Oh, wait. Oh, God. That face first face buster right there by Shion. And now she's going to get the win. One. No. Only a 1 count right there by Shion. Rena not giving in for a second, knowing damn well that Shion took full advantage of that. God damn. And Rena still managed to kick out of it. How unholy hell did she manage to do that? That catching facebuster right there by Shion onto Rena. You just had to wonder what on earth was going for it. Springboard frog splash from Shion, and Rena gets out of the way. Now going up top. What? And now no. Lion's Leap not incoming right now, but Rena is still up top. Drop kick right there by Rena. And now going for it. Going for the top rope. Now, will we see the Liar's Leap connect? Liar's Leap connects! And that Liar's Leap, that is how she won the Lioness title from Shion back in Turn of the Century last year. 1, 2, 3. No! Shion kicked out. Shion kicked out just in the nick of time. And flip over slam right there by Shion onto Rena. But Rena reversing with a punch to the gut. Drop kick by Rena. Rena trying to break out all she has in her arsenal to keep down Shion and keep and make sure that she cannot go for it once again. Sending her hard into that turnbuckle. But Shion reverses it once again. Rena going right back forward. Rena's back up. And now Rena with that Shining Wizard. And now calling up Shion once again. Rena going back onto the assault. Punching and striking at Shion. Wait a minute, no! Shion, clothesline, drop kick, and wait a minute, what has she got planned now? Flying clothesline right there by Shion SONOZAKI onto Rena. And wait a minute, sending her into that turnbuckle once again. She's going to go for it. Wait, no, Rena reverses it. Rena reverses it, and now Shion, whatever is she doing? Vez press punching and ending those wild strikes right onto Rena. And wait a minute, no. The family curse! The family curse right there by Shion SONOZAKI. 1, 2. Will she get? No! Only a 2 count right there by Rena. And now Shion. Both her and Rena are just exhausted this far in the contest. You've just got to wonder what else they've got left to give in this contest. But wait, sending up Rena here, folks, for that torture rack. And a torture rack into a fisherman suplex. Torture rack into the fisherman suplex right there by Shion. 1, 2, 3. And Shion gains 4 points in the rankings for Queens of Wrestling. It was a close contest between both of those women. Like, the family curse, followed the punishment game and the family curse, and not only that, but that catching face first buster. And then we saw the torture rack. We do not know yet. We do not know a name for that just yet, folks. But that was one hell of a maneuver to just completely take down Rena. And Shion gains 4 points for the Queens of Wrestling qualifiers. That's not our only match. We will be right back for the next match for this web series night.
Daniel Mars.
Right, right on.
No.
Oh my God! Off the top. Oh my God! Oh, what a move that was! The button now, Sasuke ducked it! Sasuke sinking out! He got it! 10 years of chasing the tree!
This is UCCW, Ultimate CAW Championship Wrestling.
Get a table! CXWI World Champion. And now he's gonna spring it out, World Champion! Wait here. Oh my, did you see? Another one! Like the third one! Oh my, no, I just hit a 10! The elbow drop! On the top!
And we are back here for the second match on the Queens of Wrestling web series for this edition. As Ruby Rose gets set to come to the ring to face off against Mami TOMOE. Now Ruby Rose, we have seen she has not had the best of luck recently when it comes to singles competition. She recently just got taken off for Team Ruby's match against the Arcadia Bay Asuka is that Danger Zone. So you can only imagine what is going through her mind, knowing damn well that she has quite possibly got the biggest chance here tonight to maybe gain some redemption in her own eyes and the eyes of Yang Xiaolong and all of Team Ruby in this match. But in that same manner, Mami TOMOE has a lot to prove here tonight. Magical Quartet has definitely not been on a good roll recently, but tonight this could all change around if Mami plays her cards right and manages to beat Ruby in tonight's match. All of that just depends if either woman can beat each other here tonight. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be quite the interesting contest between these two women. I mean, this is going to be a first for the both of them. Both of them has been here. It's the first CPV of ACL, and both of them have more or less been originals. So it's going to be one hell of a match between these two who have never stepped foot in a ring together. Ruby Rose trying to go for the first strike there, but Mami reversing it, sending her into the corner. Hard strike right there, sending Ruby into the corner, and a running bulldog right there by Mami onto Ruby. And the twisting leg drop right there by Mami, and now she's working on that head, just squeezing those legs together, trying to create a vice-like grip into Ruby. But Ruby breaks out of it, going clotheslining Mami over to the outside. Ruby just slowly trying to gain that momentum in this contest. Now Mami getting back in the ring, and now clothesline right there by Ruby sends Mami down once again, stomping away at Mami here. And now Mami, what on earth is she planning on doing? Shoving her down into the mat. And now Ruby is in trouble. Mami is sending her up, but Ruby reverses it with a headbutt right to the jaw. And a tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana, sending her all around on Mami Tomoe. And now the low baseball slide right there by Mami. And now Ruby being shoved, and now the clothesline drop kick. And now going up top. And now Ruby, top rope splash! Right onto Mami there by Ruby. Now Irish whip by Ruby onto Mami, sending her to the corner. And the face buster right there from that turnbuckle right there by Ruby. And now just taunting away at Mami. Just taunting to the fans. Just asking if they still believe in her. And that leg scissor kick. And that leg scissor right there sending Mami down. Pumping up the fans and pumping herself up here tonight. You have just got to wonder what is going through her mind at this rate. Going for the pinfall 1, 2. Just barely getting to the 2 count there. But as I was saying, Ruby, you have just got to wonder what is going through her mind. That she is going this toe-to-toe with Mami here. So they're going up top once again. And the splash doesn't connect. Mami gets out of the way. And now Ruby could once again be in trouble here. Mami applying pressure to Ruby's arm there. Looking like she was about to tear it off there. Now going for a kick, but Ruby manages to get out of it, shoving her into the turnbuckle. And a drop kick into that turnbuckle now. Chest first into that turnbuckle. Luckily, Mami has those big, voluptuous breasts to make it a cushion out of. God damn. But yeah, Mami and Ruby just continue to go out. Ruby getting one hell of an advantage in this. And now here we go. Mami is in trouble here, calling up for her. And mocking her with that Tira Finale. And now mocking her Tira Finale with a roundhouse kick. Now Irish whipping Mami into the corner. And here we go. Here we go. Slingshot suplex right there by Ruby onto Mami. Going for the pinfall now. 1, 2. And only getting a 2 count there. And now, what on earth is Ruby trying to do now? Working on that head, but wait, Mami is seeing that. And now Mami breaks out of it. And now, Spine Buster right there by Mami Tomoe. And now Mami calling up Ruby. Whatever she gonna do now. And here we go. Headbutt. And now Mami gonna go for it. Another headbutt. And now, wait, what is Mami doing now? And here we go. Blur. And now that slam right there by Mami sending up Ruby once again. What on earth is she planning on doing here? Belly to belly suplex right there by Mami. That magical suplex right there by Mami Tomoe. And now, oh god, we could be seeing the end for Ruby here. But wait, no, she was going to go for the Tira Finale. And then she Ruby reversed right out of it. And now she's calling up Mami once again. And now here we go, sending her into the ropes once again. And now here we go, that slingshot suplex connects once again. And now Ruby going up top. And here we go, she's calling up Mami now. She's going to call her up. Here we go, she's going to go for the Rose Cutter. No! Mami reverses it. Powerbomb right there by Mami Tomoe. Mami reverses the Rose Cutter with that powerbomb. And now Ruby calling up Mami now. She's got limited time on her hands. And now headbutt of her own. Headbutt of her own. And wait a minute. Here we go. Mocking her with that side slam. Scoop slam. Right there by Ruby onto Mami. And now what's happening? Another Irish whip into the corner. And now an Irish whip into the corner right there by Ruby onto Mami. And now kicking and stomping away right onto Mami right there by Ruby. But Mami sees through that, and now she's going right for it. Alright, I run her of her own, going for the pin right there. And now 1, 2, only a 2 count there, folks. And then a kick right there by Mami. A slap to the face right there by Mami Tomoe now. And now she's going to go for it. She's going to go for that Tira Finale now. But wait a minute, Ruby once again reversing it. And now whatever she got planned, and now the drop kick does not connect, but Ruby with the clothesline. And now up top once again, Ruby trying to make do with that situation once again. And here we go once again, folks. Here we go, gonna go for the rose card once again, but no, Mami catches her for a second time and hits her with a powerbomb. Now going for the pinfall, 1, 2, only a 2 count once again, and Ruby manages to kick out. She has still got a lot of fight left in her, but how long will that last? How long will that last? And now slingshot senton right there by Mami onto Ruby. And now Mami setting her up for that suplex, but wait, no, Ruby reverses it. And now splash right there by Ruby. And now Ruby seeing her chance, seeing her opportunity. This could be it. Third time might be the charm. This could be her last chance to put Mami down. Going for it, and here we go. Rose Cutter connects. The Rose Cutter connects. And now going for the pin now. 1, 2, 3. And now Ruby gains 4 points in Queens of Wrestling qualifier points. At this point, Shion and Ruby are currently at the top of the mountain in terms of the rankings for Queens of Wrestling qualifiers. And that was one hell of a match between those two. Ruby pulling out all the stops despite taking so much damage from Mami. And it's because of that. Because of that, she now manages to go to the manages to qualify so far for one of the tough spots for Queens of Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude tonight's web series contest, but we will see you next time for the next Queens of Wrestling web series special. I'm Bradley James, and I will see you next time.